Hello primary 4 students, how are you today? Let's start our math lesson for today, which is comparing two decimal numbers and ordering a set of decimal numbers. Meaning if you have a set of decimal number, how to order it, or if you have just two decimal number, how to compare between them to recognize which one is bigger and which one is smaller. But firstly, you must know that any mixed number, the mixed number is the decimal number, okay? Any mixed number or any decimal number can be written as a sum of a whole number and a fraction that less than 1. What is a fraction? The fraction is the decimal part, okay? Example here, you have 12.47. This decimal number, to read it, you say 12.47. Yeah, you said what? 12 point. Before the point, this is the whole part, the whole number. Okay? So the whole number here is 12. And from the point to the last thing you are saying is the fraction, the decimal part of the number, which is 0.47. Okay? So if we have a fraction like this, 12.47, it consists of whole part, which is 12, and decimal part, which is 0.47. Okay? The second one, second note, any mixed number, any decimal number is included between two whole numbers. This is meaning what? Let's see the example. If you have 5.34, 5.34 is a decimal number. Yeah, it's a decimal. So it's included between two whole numbers, which are what and what? You will take the whole part from here. Where is the whole part? The whole part here is 5. So it's included between 5 and the other decimal and the other whole number, which is the other whole number. To get the other whole number, you just have to make it plus 1. 5 plus 1 equals 6. So 5.34, it's between 5 and 6. 5.34 meaning if you have 5 pieces of pizza and from the sixth one you have 0.34 of it. Okay, so you are between 5 and 6. You have more than 5 pieces and less than 6. Okay? Another example, if you have 0.24. 0.24. Okay, the whole part here is what? The whole part here is 0. So it's included between 0 and 1. 0 and 1. Okay? Meaning that 0 is smaller than 0.24 and 0.24 is smaller than 1. Now let's go to example about comparing two decimal number. Example, to compare 2.135 and 2.135. Follow the following steps. Okay, we have the first step. Step 1, compare the units. Compare the whole part. The whole part here is 2 and 2 is the same whole part. Second step, compare the tenths. To compare now, we are going from the left to the right. After comparing the whole part, we will go to compare the tenths. Tenths here is 1 and here is also 1 is the same. After comparing the tenths, go to compare the 100. 100 here is 3 and here is also 3, the same. So till now it's equal. After comparing the 100, you will compare the 1000. The 1000 here is 5 and here is 7. There's a different 1000. Which one is bigger? 7 is bigger. Yes. So 2.135 is smaller than 2.137. Again, to compare between any two decimal number, you are starting from the left to the right. Firstly, you will take the whole part. The whole part here is equal. If the whole part is equal, neglect the decimal point and take from the left again. From the left here, I have here tenths. And tenths, compare between tenths, they are equal. Okay, go to 100. The 100 also are equal. Leave it. Go to 1000. 1000 here are 5 and 7. 7 is greater than 5. So 2.137 is greater than 2.135. Okay, let's see the following example together. You can order decimal by comparing them in same way. By the same way, you can compare between any two decimal number, or you can order a set of decimal number. Here to order the numbers 5.46 and 5.39 and 5.20 from the smallest to the greatest, follow the following steps. The same steps. Firstly, compare the whole part. The whole part here is 5. 5 are equal. Okay. Second step, go to the tenths. Tenths here is 4, 3, 2. There is a difference here. Now we can compare between them. So we will order which one is smaller. 2 is the smallest one, and 3 is smaller than 4. So the order is 5.20 is the smallest one, and 5.39 is bigger than it, and the biggest one here is 5.46. We have a remark now. If we put 0 to the right of a decimal, then its value doesn't change. What does it mean? If you have it, we'll see together as the example. 0.25 is equal 0.250 equal to 0.2500, and so on. Or if you have 1.3 equal 1.330 equal 1.300 equal 1.30000, and so on. Okay? We said before, if we have a 0 on the left side, it doesn't have any value. Okay? Also, if you have a decimal point and you have a 0 from the right side, 0 here is meaningless, doesn't have any value. Okay? Okay. Here we have this exercise together, greater than or less than, to recognize which decimal number is bigger than the other. First example, we have 0.56 and 0.65. Do you remember our steps? Firstly, we will go to the whole number. The whole number here is 0 and 0. There is no change. Okay, after it, we will go to the tenths from the left. Yeah, from the left side. 5 here and 6 here. Which one is greater? 5 or 6? Yeah, of course, 6 is greater than 5. So, 0.56 is smaller than 0.65. And to check your answer, you can use this magic box. Yeah. As you see here with me, 0.56 is smaller than 0.65. Let's go to the second example. I have here 0.89 and 8.9. Don't forget our steps. Firstly, go to the whole part. Whole part here is what? Whole part here is 0. And whole part here is 8. So 8 is greater than 0, then 0.89 is smaller than 8.9. And to check the answer, we'll use our magic box. Yeah. Yes, 0.89 is smaller than 8.9. Third one, we have here 0.75 and here 0.57. Firstly, we'll go to the whole part. Whole part here is 0 and here is also 0. There is no change in the whole part. So we'll go to the tenths. Tenths here is 7 and here is 5. Which one is smaller? 5 is smaller. So 0.75 is greater than 0.57. Easy? Okay, go to the last one. I have here 0.45 and here 0.5. Which one is greater? You must use our steps. from the left. The whole part here is 0 and here is 0. There is no change in the whole part. So we'll go to the tenths. Tenths here is 4 and here is 5. So 0.5 is greater than 0.45 or 0.45 smaller than 0.5. Mr. How this is 45 and this is 5? How became this 5 is greater than this 45? Do you remember when we said if you have a decimal number, the 0 from the right side has no value? Yes, there is a 0 here. You can put it or remove it. Okay? When putting the 0 here we have 0.45 and 45 and here 0.50, and of course 50 is greater than 45. So we will remove this 0 and never forget we must start from the left. Okay? And by using the magic box our answer is right. 0.45 is smaller than 0.5. The last example for the session: order the decimal least to the greatest, meaning ascending order from the smallest to the greatest. We said before to order any set of decimal number, firstly we'll go to which part, whole or decimal? Yeah, firstly we'll go to the whole part. The whole part here is 30, here is 5, 35, 5, 5. Which one is the small? Yes, of course, 5 is smaller than 35 and 30. So I'll play with the three numbers which have 5 as a whole number. Okay, now to compare between them, to recognize which one is the smallest one. The whole number here is equal, so I'll go from the left to the tenths. From the left here, the tenths here is 3. Here is 0, here is 3. Which one is smaller? Of course 0 is smaller than 3. So this is the smallest one. Now I have these two numbers. Which one is smaller? 5.30 or 5.35? The whole number is the same. The tenths is also the same. 3 and 3. Go to 100. 100 here is 0 and here is 5. Which one is smaller? 0 or 5? Of course 0. So the second one is 5.30. And the third one, of course, 5.35, because the whole part here is 5 and here is 30 and 35. Now which one is smaller? The whole part here is 30 and the whole part here is 35. The main part is the whole part, not the decimal. So 30 is smaller than 35, of course, and the greatest one is 35.5. Easy? Yes, it's easy. I hope that you can understand. See you in the next session. Goodbye.